Hey YouTubers, today we've got an E-Class Mercedes. It's a W211042, I believe. It's a petrol variation. And the customer's brought into me a lambda sensor to replace. This has two on it, so I need to find out which one it's going to need. So we'll load up the diagnostics and have a look and see which one it is that we're going to be replacing. Hope you enjoy the video. It up takes quite a while on this, so it's got 4 codes in the ECM. Secondary air injection, O2 sensor downstream, implausible, control upstream, could be caused by the downstream sensor. Let's have a look at data stream, see what the downstream sensor's doing now. So we've got upstream. I can't. Where's the downstream? Under control. Control downstream. Let's just have a little look, see. The engine's not running. Let's have a look at the upstream one. Right, let's see what we've got to replace, shall we? Let's just read them full codes directly in the engines. Stored. Airflow too low. But I'm not doing that today. Lambda control upstream. O2 downstream. Aging signal implausible. Alright, well I've got it on the ramp already, and I've got the plastic under tray off. Oh, just a couple of Phillips and 8mm bolts. Now where's the one that he's bought me? This is what he's bought me. Now look at this, it's 4 wire. And I may be wrong, but I've got a feeling the upstream one's 5 wire, but I'll get it up in the air, get you guys set up, and we'll have a look. Right, so let's have a look. Here's the downstream sensor, and then you've got the cat in the middle, and if you have a look, just get this up there, see the upstream sensor, top of the cat. So you've got the cat and then the downstream. The upstream wiring goes across the top of the gearbox. This is for the downstream, and that's the connector here, and we've got a black, 2 whites and a grey wire colours. Here's the upstream sensor. We've got a red, yellow, grey. What else we've got here? 1, 2, but we got 5 wires, and we know the sensor that we've been supplied is 4 wires with a 2 whites. It's really hard to see these colours, isn't it? 2 whites, a black and a grey. So that's the number 2 or downstream sensor. That's the one we're going to replace, because that's the one the customer supplied for us. Right, so have a look. Here's the downstream sensor, and then you've got the cat in the middle, and if you have a look, just get this up there, see the upstream sensor, top of the cat. So you've got the cat and then the downstream. The upstream wiring goes across the top of the gearbox. This is for the downstream, and that's the connector here, and we've got a black, 2 whites and a grey wire colours, and we know the sensor that we've been supplied is 4 wires with a 2 whites. It's really hard to see these colours, isn't it? 2 whites, a black and a grey. So that's the number 2 or downstream sensor. That's the one we're going to replace because that's the one the customer supplied for us. Right, I'll get some light in there so I'll show you what I'm doing. Hopefully you can see that. Oh, that's pretty bad because we're kind of going into the sun. Let's see if that helps a little bit. So here's the downstream sensor that we're going to be attacking. I've given it a little squirt up with some penetrating fluid, WD or whatever your fancy is. And this is what I use. Where are we? You see, that's a 21mm lambda socket and use a longish ratchet. Now, sometimes if they're really tight, it slips. I normally put a pair of mold grips there really tight on the end of it. Let's see what we're going to do with this bad boy. Let's get it on. There you go. Make sure it sits nice and snug in there. But let's have a go. Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah. Right, that's good. It's one of the easy ones. So we've got some movement on this now, which is excellent. And what I'm going to do is just disconnect the wires. So we start the connector here. Wow. I'm struggling to see. I bet you guys are too. Just little tabs. It's like 2 little tabs on it. Get a very small screwdriver or pick. And just lift them up carefully. Just separate. Hopefully you can see better now what I'm doing. So yeah, it's just the 2 little tabs there. We can check it with a new one. And it is oily in there. That was what was described to him. It was taking oil down the wiring for it. So we need to clean that out. So it is possible that that was also causing the error on the number 1 as well. So now I've just unclipped it. There and there. And now we just wind this one out. And what I do before we put the new one in, I'll give this a good clean out, a contact cleaner. You can see it's really oil in there. Otherwise we'll have the same faults. That's what we use over in here, Limpia Contactos. Clean your contacts. Now the reason that does it is because there's some little seals, customer explained it to me, there's some little seals which is addressed up by the magnets for the camshaft, and he's done that and changed the wiring, but he hadn't done this piece. So he's just asked me to do this piece while it's up in the air. Right, so then we can get this screwed back in the hole. Take your time, don't cross thread it. It's the last thing you want to do. And don't over tighten it either. I mean, it's only a gas seal. Come on. And remember to do it up rather than undoing it. Snugged up nice, like a bug in the rug. Now just put it back in its little clips. So that one there, one here, one here. It is a bit odd that that was just hanging there, not connected to anything. Strikes me as a little odd. Looks like something is missing, a little carrier where it's slid into. Got one up there, I don't see one down here. So we can only do what we can do with what's in front of us. You know what? I'll give that another blow out. I can still see some residue in there. I don't think it's oil, to be fair. That looks better. Just got to get the orientation right. Which I thought I had. Try the other way. No. It looks like it should go in there, but why isn't it? They're different. They are different. Wow. Now I can file that little tab off, but I better ask the customer first. And the length is, well, the length's about the same. But yeah. Let's speak to the customer. Well, I've just spoken to the customer. It's not an original part, it came from Amazon, but he said he doesn't have a problem with me filing down this little lip here. So that's what I'm going to do. I'll have a go this way, and if it's pain, I'll just take it back off and do it on the bench. it's only a bit of plastic in it. Obviously you just can't start attacking people's spare parts with files and things, really. Let's see if we're getting anywhere near it now. Closer. Right, I'm going to just whip the rest of that bit of plastic off on the bench. Only a couple of minutes. Back in a minute. Right, now I've taken some out of it. Let's see if it's going to fit. I'm not really loving it. I think I will explain that it could really do a proper jobby on it. I don't know, you know, this comes from Amazon, so I really don't know. I didn't supply it. But he's a good customer, he's regular, and if he would, if I say to him, you know, I think it should really have a proper jobby, he will let me order the proper jobby, because I'm not loving how that is fitting at all. Not bending the pins or anything silly, which is good. It's just very bloody tight. And it's, I don't even know if it's going in far enough to make contact. Oh well. Oh. Right, well that's home. All by the shouting, a couple of mil. Oh. Just getting the angle right, but that's about as far as it wants to live to be home. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cable tie that up there because I'm not loving the way that is. I put a cable tie onto there to keep it nice and neat and out the way. We'll have a look at this sort of sensor here, see if that's got any oil in it as well. Get a cable tie. Yeah, I'm not loving that. I think I'll see if it wants to get the proper job for it. Tidy that up a little bit. Don't forget your lights. Did that before a few years ago, and it was on this fella's car. He lived on this dirt track. And it was on there for about 6 months. And when the car came in next time, it was still there. It was on the back axle, which was pretty cool. Not cool that I left it out there, but just cool that it was still there. I was quite surprised. I'm just going to have a little look in this one, make sure there's no oil in it. Yeah, that's dry. That's me. Well, what I'll do now, I'll get it down. No, I'll put the shield back on the bottom, drop it down. I'm not going to delete any of the codes. We'll start it and see if that goes from stored to sporadic or whatever Mercedes term is for intermittent faults. And hopefully, if that works, all is good. Otherwise, I'll just clear the code down, run it again and see what it does. it goes something like. That, I reckon. The lighting is terrible today. I suppose I should invest in some lighting for my videos, really. So let's sit behind that one. Let's have a wee look, see if that sits behind it or above it, should I say. That's better. That's better. Feels good. Little dog, called Bobby, that one. Just see. So we're supposed to be doing a house move this coming week, and there's problems with the paperwork on the house we're buying. Our house is sold, so it looks like we're going to be homeless for a little while. Well, not homeless. We've got a little caravan with your own say it, which is kind of cool. But it's not ideal because everything has got to go into storage. So, not ideal at all. Is what it is. Yeah, just go really gingerly with these because they're only self-tap. Yeah, so don't go whamming them in, otherwise you'll end up with broken ones. That's the bottom done. So let's get it down and then see what codes we're going to get once it starts. I'll put that wheel on as well. Right, so it's down on the ground now. I haven't touched anything on the code reader there. Let's give it a start up. It's got to come up with a breakware, but it needs discs. I can't get them today, so I'm doing this job instead. Discs and pads, but I've got the pads in, but not the discs. So we've got the engine warning light up. Give it a couple of starts. Now I'm not going to clear them down. This is the one that's stored. So let's see now. We come out and go back in, it changes. Otherwise I'm going to have to clear it down and then go from there. So ECM. That's still there. still stored. Downstream, current and stored. Open circuit wiring. So I don't think it's made a good connection. Let's have a look. There's downstream there, but control. No volts. We had voltage before. Let's plug the other one in. Let's give it a clean out for the terminals, plug it in and see what happens then. So I've spoken to the owner. The old one's going back in. I've given it a good old clean up, got rid of all oil residue and everything back off it. He's going to send that other piece of crap back to Amazon. Right, so the original sensor with the cleaned up terminal has been installed. We'll start again. Give it a couple of key cycles. Yeah, put the key in. Right, let's go and have a look at the codes now. Hopefully we're not going to have the open circuit again. Yeah, because it was 4 before, that open circuit code. So enter. Enter. Right, so we've got no current codes there now, which is good. Now if we have a quick look at live data, lose downstream. That's one we were messing with. Low voltage. Have a look at the upstream. Right, let's clear them faults down. Probably moan at me because we're still running. Yeah, it's alright, let's try it that way. Yep, it's going to play merry hell with me. No DTCs. Let's do a couple of ignition cycles. read these codes again. Come back out there. Okay. Downstream again. Don't look at the upstream, do we? On downstream, why can't I find it? Does it move every time I come out of this? I need new glasses. Well, I need some glasses. Sexual, Bosch. Okay. That hasn't really changed. Sense voltage. Although on the downstream one, it shouldn't really switch too much. Don't need to do anything for the lambda. I don't think so. Let's have a look at that. No. Yes, nothing really in there that we want to play with. So yeah, basically all we've done is cleaned up the multi-plug. See how it goes. Oops. But it's going to be coming back in the next day or so for discs and pads. Anyway, that's how to replace the downstream and the sensor. Effectively SP, oh yeah, because I've got two on. That's because I was in with my Diagnostics. Sometimes I get a bit funny about it. One malfunction. What's the malfunction? Breakware, visit workshop. Okay. Yeah, so that was how to replace the downstream, God, I can say my head, downstream lambda sensor on this W211. Now, normally, I'm not a lover of replacing parts that my customers bring to me. This is a regular customer, so, you know, there's always a time when you're like, yeah, okay. I didn't realise before I started that it was an Amazon part. Who knows? Anyway, you see the problems you have. So I end up doing the job twice, basically. Once to muck about and try and fit his part, and then obviously reinstall the part that I've taken it off once I've cleaned it up. Now that all the oil's out of the multi-plug, it may function properly, and it's going to need driving to find out. He's going to take it away in a minute or two and then bring it back for the front discs and pads, which I'll also do a video of. But yeah, if you're enjoying the videos I'm putting out, please subscribe, hit the like, hit the bell to get notified of new videos as and when they come out, and please leave your comments and questions in the box below. Thanks for watching.